Hired to protect kids. Tonight, a new report reveals the Canterbury School in South Fort Myers approached Wyatt Henderson to work in their security program. Now he faces charges for carrying a gun as a felon. That felony came from a conviction for pistol whipping a child and breaking his jaw years ago. Wink News reporter Michael Hudak joins us live from the school now. Michael, all new at 5. You spoke with someone who had an encounter with Henderson.
He told me that he had a gut feeling that something was up, and he was right. This paperwork from the Lee County Sheriff's Office details the big lie that Wyatt Henderson told and exposes the Canterbury School for hiring a convicted felon to protect its students. The Lee County Sheriff's Office says right here in black and white, detectives have evidence that Wyatt Henderson lied on his application to get a security license. When asked if he was ever convicted of a felony, Henderson said no. This despite the fact Henderson spent time in prison for pistol whipping a child and breaking his jaw.
He didn't take his felony very serious.
The same LCSO paperwork details how Henderson, who served as director of security at Canterbury School, did not apply for the position. He was recruited, specifically sought out by the school.
How did they miss it on the background investigation? How could they have missed that?
And what does Canterbury say? Next to nothing. The principal sent a couple of short emails to parents, but did not address anything that's in this sheriff's office paperwork.
Don't say anything bad, just get out of this situation. This doesn't feel good.
Rick Warren is not just some bystander to this story. He met Henderson about a month before he resigned. Warren's mother lives on the other side of the Canterbury School. When the family lost one of its pets, they got the school's permission to search the grounds looking for the pet, but they did not get Wyatt Henderson's blessing.
What did he say to you?
That we were lucky that we could come back here and school was out, or he'd have to call Homeland Security to get approval for us to come on the property.
And that feeling.
I used to work for law enforcement back in the late 70s, and I had a gut feeling about this guy that something was wrong.
The Sheriff's Office report says Henderson showed the Department of Ag and Consumer Services a clemency certification granted to him by the state. But that certification explicitly states that he cannot own, possess, or use firearms. When deputies confronted Henderson this week, he was carrying a loaded gun owned by his wife. Wink News did reach a member of Canterbury's board tonight, and she said, quote, "We signed a waiver not to talk about this," and directed us to the head of the school. In South Fort Myers, Michael Hudak, Wink News.